Some stories don't end when the lights go out. Welcome to Only True Horror.
They say ignorance is bliss.
In the 1980s, homes across the UK became linked to a chilling phenomenon. Known as the crying boy houses, these households all contained a mass-produced painting of a young boy with tear-streaked cheeks. Strange fires seemed to target homes with this portrait, yet the painting often survived and scathed, leaving residents frightened and puzzled. The painting, created by Italian artist Giovanni Bragolin, was widely reproduced and sold in shops across the UK. While seemingly innocent, some claimed the artwork carried a strange energy. Owners reported feelings of unease, unexplained noises, and a sense that the boy's eyes followed them, long before any fire ever struck their homes. The first notorious fire was reported in a small suburban home. Flames engulfed the living room, leaving the house charred. Yet, miraculously, the painting of the crying boy remained untouched on the wall. Neighbors and firefighters were stunned. The story spread quickly, igniting fear that the portrait itself might be cursed. Tabloid newspapers quickly sensationalized the phenomenon. Headlines warned of the crying boy curse, claiming that homes with the painting were mysteriously prone to fires. Stories of terrified families and firefighters unable to explain the undamaged portraits fueled nationwide fascination and fear, cementing the painting's reputation as an ominous presence in UK homes. Terrified homeowners began taking precautions. Some moved the painting to storage, others covered it, while a few even tried to burn it, with little success. Yet the boy's image seemed to persist, and unease remained. Families reported doors creaking, strange noises at night, and a chilling feeling that the painting was always watching. Despite precautions, another fire consumed a suburban home. Flames tore through the living room, leaving destruction in their wake. Yet once more, the painting of the crying boy hung untouched on the wall. Firefighters and neighbors were baffled. The legend of the crying boy curse grew, with more families fearing the portrait's eerie, untouchable presence. As news of the surviving painting spread, public fear escalated. Families shared stories of unexplained fires, police began documenting incidents, and neighbors whispered warnings. Some refused to enter homes with the painting, while others debated whether the artwork itself could bring misfortune. The crying boy had become more than art. It had become a national superstition. Curious skeptics and experts examined the paintings, trying to uncover a rational explanation. Art critics dismissed the idea of a curse, while insurance investigators documented the repeated fire incidents. Yet no physical cause could explain why the houses burned and the paintings remained untouched. The crying boy seemed impervious, an enigma that science could not explain. One family reported waking to strange sounds in the dead of night. Doors creaked, shadows flickered across the walls, and an inexplicable chill filled the air. Their eyes kept returning to the crying boy painting, which seemed to stare with sorrowful intensity. Fear took hold as they realized the portrait's presence was more than unsettling. It felt alive. Despite warnings and precautions, a fire erupted in another home containing the crying boy painting. Flames consumed furniture and walls, yet the painting remained intact, as if protected by an unseen force. The residents barely escaped, shaken and terrified. The chilling pattern reinforced the legend. The boy's image was untouchable, and the curse seemed unstoppable. British tabloids and local media began urging homeowners to take caution. Stories of homes destroyed by fire, with the crying boy painting left untouched, appeared on front pages. The public frenzy intensified, and households with the portrait became anxious, unsure whether superstition or genuine danger lurked behind the boy's tear-streaked eyes. Fearful homeowners tried to remove the painting from their homes. Some locked it away in attics, others covered it with cloth, and a few even attempted to destroy it. Yet, no matter what they did, the crying boy seemed to persist. The image continued to appear, and the eerie feeling of being watched lingered, leaving families increasingly paranoid. Even when hidden or covered, homes with the crying boy painting were not safe. One night, a house caught fire while the portrait remained tucked away in a cupboard. The family escaped unharmed, but the painting once again emerged unscathed. It became clear the image's eerie protection was relentless, fueling the legend of an unstoppable curse. Insurance companies began taking notice of the repeated incidents. Investigators documented fire damage in homes containing the crying boy painting, baffled by its survival amid destruction. Despite careful analysis, no logical explanation emerged, leaving even professionals uneasy. The painting's mysterious resilience only deepened the fear and fascination surrounding it. Families who kept the painting reported unsettling occurrences. Doors would creak open on their own, objects moved mysteriously, and some claimed to hear soft crying at night. Even without fire, the presence of the boy's image seemed to haunt the home, reinforcing the belief that the crying boy carried an unexplainable, persistent energy. Neighbors visiting homes with the crying boy painting reported strange sensations. Cold drafts, sudden chills, and an uncanny feeling of being watched unsettled even the bravest. The portrait's influence seemed to extend beyond the walls of the home, spreading fear through the surrounding community and cementing its reputation as more than just an artwork. A curious visitor dared to sit near the crying boy painting late at night. As they stared into the boy's tear-filled eyes, a sudden chill swept the room. Faint sobbing seemed to echo from the canvas, and shadows flickered unnaturally across the walls. The visitor fled in terror, realizing the painting's eerie presence was far more than a mere image. Another fire broke out in a home containing the crying boy painting. Flames devoured furniture and walls, yet the portrait remained untouched, hanging silently as if mocking the destruction around it. Each miraculous survival reinforced the painting's supernatural reputation, leaving families and investigators alike unsettled and convinced of the curse's enduring power. By the late 1980s, the crying boy painting had captured national attention. Media outlets documented every fire, and collectors debated the curse's authenticity. Superstitious families refused to display the portrait, while curiosity seekers risked it. Across the UK, the painting became both feared and infamous, a symbol of unexplained terror and enduring mystery. Even decades later, the crying boy painting remains a chilling symbol of unexplained mystery. Homes that once displayed it may have burned, yet the portrait survived every disaster. The boy's tearful gaze continues to haunt those who see it, reminding us that some legends are timeless, and some images carry a darkness that never fades. Thank you for joining us as we uncovered the eerie mystery of the crying boy houses. If you dare to explore more true horror stories that linger long after the lights go out, subscribe to Only True Horror. Hit the bell and face the dark with us.